Good afternoon, welcome back to Marty's Tying Bench. Today we're tying a CDC Fur Ant. I'm going to have some of these materials around as a combo with the mole fly we just tied because we've got some leftover CDC that's the nice tips have been cut off, but we're going to show you another use for it so you can get more bang out of your buck for the feather. This is a dry fly hook, any size you want, 12s down to 18s or so. Now if I'm tying a black ant, I'm going to use black thread, 70 denier or 8/0 is going to help you tie a neat fly without too much buildup there in the middle. Now I'm going to use just black superfine. You can use awesome possum, rabbit, anything you'd like. But ideally it's something that's going to dub pretty tight to your thread because we're going to build the back end of the ant body. And my thread wraps are pretty tight here. I want a good firm base for this. And the back half of an ant is always bigger than the front. So go ahead and take your time and build a pretty good size ball at the back. Now ball's more like a kind of a football here. There you go. That neatened up. And while I got my dubbing out, I'm just going to move to the front and tie a ball at the front. This and the mole fly and some other things are kind of companion flies. I get out the CDC and use the pretty part of the CDC and save all the scraps because they're perfect for this pattern. You want a separation between the front ball and the back ball, and the more you exaggerate it, the more it looks like a live ant. Okay, now I've got my CDC. You can see it's already been trimmed on the end, and there's some stem there, so this isn't suitable for a CDC dry fly anymore, or be very hard to work with. But what I'm going to do is sweep everything away, couple of loose wraps, and then just pull on that until those stubs are within that little throat you made. Now grab your stem. I like to use hackle pliers. It keeps me from pulling too hard and breaking the feather. But just make some turns in between. I had to make 2 turns before it ever started spreading out, so now I start counting. There's a second turn and a third turn. That should be about right. I'm just going to reach up there and work my thread through. Go ahead and trim that stem. And just sweep those back out of the way enough that you can tie your whip finish right there at the back of the head. Messy looking fly, but CDC is a magic material. The footprint it puts on the water when you got it nice and prepared, trout just love it. So there you go. You get twice as many flies out of a CDC feather this way. Have fun.